Good day, welcome back again. I know you're learning a lot, and I'm so glad that you're following up on these videos, because I know either you or your friend or your kid or anyone you might know will benefit from this information. And as they always say, that information is power, knowledge is power. Once you have knowledge, you can do everything. In the previous video, we talked about agreeing with yourself that you're gonna do this. I know it's not easy, but you agreed that you're gonna do this. Amazing. I'm so glad that you did. Now, the second step will be thinking about the visa that you're gonna apply for. There are several options that we have on the student visa. Number one, we can apply to start from the certificate level, a diploma level. You can also apply to start on a graduate level or a master's level or a PhD level. Every level is different, school fees is different, and the lower the level, I can say the lesser the school fees. But not everyone qualifies for the lower levels. Alright, there is also another option that people do. You can also connect your courses. For example, you can say, I need to go and start from the English level. Let's say, for example, you feel like you're not maybe qualifying on your IELTS or your PTE, and you feel like you need to change, or you need to start on a place where you're able to transition to a diploma level or to a degree level, but you want to first do your English classes. That is still possible. But what most students do, they do well on your IELTS or on their PTE, and then once they do that, then they're like, okay, now I can start whatever course I want. Anyway, I'll tell you something. In a case where you have a degree, or already you've got a degree in your country, and maybe you have enough finances, you don't need to, it might be a little bit challenging to get a visa on a course that is lower than a degree. So let's say, for example, you got a degree in accounting. The only chance you might have, which might be easier for you to get a visa, is to go for a master's degree. Let's say, for example, you are a Form 4 leaver, or you just finished your year 12 or your high school for most countries. You might actually go for certificate level onwards. You might say, I'm going for certificate, then diploma, then go all the way up. And this is what happens with student visas. Once you have agreed that you are happy to rock up in this country and do the job that you'll get as a student, now you get a student visa, or you start applying for it, or you start the process. There's a process. You start preparing, per se. So you might be thinking about, do I have enough money? I always tell people, without even taking much, after you agree that you are happy to travel in your situation, the first question is, do I really have enough funds? In one way or the other, it will be a little bit impossible for you to process these things if you don't have enough money in your account, or you don't have access to enough money. Maybe your uncle, your auntie, your relatives, or your family, or maybe anyone who's, someone who is really close to you might decide, I'll be your sponsor. But there are some more documents that will be required in regards to that. So, do I really have enough money? Question number 2. If you have enough money, you tick yes. Question number 2, what course am I going to take? Now, the course that you're going to take, maybe it's what you love, or you'll be dedicated by what you've already studied before. Let's say, for example, you're an accountant already, and you really love your job, unless you don't love it. But if you love your job, then you might decide to go higher and say, I want to do a master's in accounting, or I want to specialize in this and this. So the decision of your course will be dictated by the course that you have done either before, or by something that you love. Maybe you want to do media, you want to do stuff like photography, or you want to do arts, you want to do something different from your career. That's a different story. But if you want to focus on what you are already on, then that means it will be more easier for you to keep going up. You have a degree, go for a master's. It will be easier for you even to get visas. Remember, you have enough funds, and the course that you want to study, you have chosen depending on your situation. Whether you love it, or something that you love, or your hobby, something like that, or you are dictated by what you have already studied before. Because it will be a little bit tricky for you to just apply for any course and you don't like it. Why spend all that money yet you don't like it? I'm so glad that you're learning a lot. In the next video, I'll be talking about, after you have decided and you've got enough money and now you've decided what course you'll choose, then what's next?